There you go, friends. Doc South here, and I'd be interested in hearing from sailors. Yes, be it a sailor in a navy situation, perhaps on a cruise ship, maybe someone who works on a yacht. You get the idea. It doesn't matter necessarily what kind of ship. I just have and actually, the more people that answer this, perhaps the better. Um, I was just wondering when I I've never really gotten out to sea that much. The couple of times I've gone, sometimes it's nice to be out on the water in the ocean, and then other times I don't know, you get kind of queasy. I don't think I've ever gotten to where I was lining the rail, shall we say, barfing my guts out. But I have heard from different people, especially in the Navy. When I was in the Navy, I'd never got out to sea while in the Navy, but I have heard from other sailors that quite often, um, and again, I don't think this is just something that would be uh, just for that would happen only in a ship of war, but could happen, I guess, on any kind of ship, be it a clipper ship to something maybe going up the Mississippi. Uh, I've heard that many a person I've met that has been on a ship for a while said their first time on the ship, they they usually got woefully seasick. In fact, and quite often because the captain would put them in a position where, soon as they left sight of land, the captain would find rough seas and put the ship into a position or a situation where it's now. I doubt this is happening on a cruise ship, but on a fighting ship or a transport ship, maybe this is something you got to do. I don't know, but you got to break the new members of the crew into the idea that for the next 12 or 13 days they're going to be, or longer, they're going to be rocking back and forth to and fro, and they're liable to get a little queasy, shall we say. Okay, they're liable to get a whole lot queasy. Is that true? Does the captain actually aim it into rough water, aim the bow into rough water, and get that ship just creaking and moaning all through the waves till, I guess, the newcomers, uh, I guess much to the joy of the old sailors, the newcomers to the ship's crew are turning kind of green and probably not present at a mess call for a few days. Is Does that actually happen? I'd be very interested in hearing anyone that's been, again, in the service or on a ship, again, you name it, whatever kind of ship there might be. And did that happen to you? What was it like? As best you care to tell. I would be very interested in sharing that with our the listeners here to my YouTube site. Yeah. I I remember. I know we when I did rescue a lot of the older uh, uh, EMTs and such did seem to they often would do what they could to warn different newcomers to the crew, to the ambulance crew, that they you might watch what you eat before you go out on an ambulance call and that kind of thing. And I was wondering how that transposed into being out at sea on a ship. Again, any ship would be fine with me. A fishing boat, whatever. Um, it, from that to the biggest of battleships or what have you. If you care to tell the tales or what people do to get over that kind of thing, from what I gather, I, from the stories I've told, basically you just you're woefully ill till one day you're not. And I don't know quite how long that lasts. I I I, I mean, could that be a week or two? Again, I don't. I've in my whole life I've never really been out. I think I got seasick once, and it was on like one of those fishing boats you get on, down like at Point Pleasant or something. It just kind of got to me. But even then, I don't think I necessarily lost my lunch. I just felt kind of green, a little queasy, but not too bad. It'd be again. I'm just throwing this out for to enlighten people and to hear some of the tales. If you got any, yeah, well, just put them under this one, and we'll see what comes up. Oh, that's not a good way to put it, is it? But well, we'll see. And we do have some. We have mops to swab the deck. Okay, good, good. I'll see you later. God bless. Bye now.